If you're new to working out and you have 30 minutes to work out today, start with me right now. So for 1 minute, what I want you to do is just don't stop moving. If you gotta run in place for a minute, do that. If you gotta do some arm circles, do that. Just don't stop moving for 1 minute. You gotta warm up a little longer, warm up for a little longer. After you get your blood flowing, what I need you to do is understand this, what RIR means. RIR means reps in reserve. I want you to try to get as close as you can to 0 reps in reserve. If you wanna stop a little shy at 3 reps in reserve, then you can. What that means is if you did 10 reps of push-ups, but you could have done 13, that means you had 3 reps left in the tank, 3 reps left in reserve. All right, now that you know what RIR stands for, reps in reserve, we can move on to the workout. Let's get into push-ups. Body weight push-ups. Shoot for 20 reps. If you can't do 20 reps, that's totally fine. If you got the 10 reps and you were close to 0 RIR, if you got the 20 reps close to 0 RIR, totally good. Then take a minute break, rejuvenate yourself, and go back in. On the second set, I want you to shoot for 16 reps or try to match what you got on the first set. The goal is to get close to 0 RIR. After you're done the second set, I want you to go to the third set and get at least 12 reps or so on the third set. If you can't do body weight push-ups, then do knee push-ups. Knee push-ups are a great variation to take off some weight. Makes it a little easier. Don't be crazy like me and do them on a hard floor. You might want to do them on a carpet or something like that. And you're moving on to exercise number 2. You're going to be doing the overhead press. If you want more of an explanation video, go to my profile or DM me, coach, and I can give you more in-depth detail on how to do the form. But right here, try to mimic this form as best as possible. Do 16 reps here. Once you're done 16 reps of the overhead press close to 0 RIR, then do the side raises. Boom. Do at least 14 reps on the side raises, close to 0 RIR again. After you're done doing a boom boom, which is a superset, so you did one exercise right into the next, then you take your minute break. All right, so now you take your minute break, shake it out, do whatever you gotta do for a minute. Once you're done taking your minute break, then you're gonna repeat that again. Get 16 on the overhead and then get 16 on the side raise. Once you're done doing those 2 exercises, you're gonna move on to the next exercise. The next exercise is gonna be the dumbbell bent over row. The dumbbell bent over row hits the lats. It makes you get a little wider. Females, ladies, do not be scared to do this exercise. You will not get that wide of a back unless if you're taking hormones like testosterone. Genetically, it is very, very rare to get that thick or that big as a female. So moving on to the dumbbell bent over row, what you want to focus on. Again, if you want a more in-depth video, just DM me, coach, and I can help you with your technique a little bit more. But just try to mimic what I'm doing right here as much as you can. Go for 16 reps. Whatever weight you got to use to get close to 16 reps and 0 RIR. After you're done, take a minute break. Then do set number 2, and then you're going to move on to the next exercise. The next exercise is going to be a superset for your biceps and triceps. So boom, grab some weight, and you're going to do 14 reps of same time curls. Once you're done doing 14 reps at the same time curls, I want you to lay down on the floor. Hopefully you're on the carpet. Triceps. How you do this exercise, you keep your elbows up and you simply just drop your forearm down. Boom. I want you to shoot for 14 reps there. And after you're done doing that exercise, you're gonna take a minute break. Again, that's a boom, boom superset. So you boom the biceps, then you boom right into the triceps, then you take your minute break. Getting close to 0 RIR. I'm a broken record right now, but I need you to understand that effort scale. If you don't bring enough effort, then you're not stimulating your muscle enough to cause adaptation or growth, and then you're not gonna become a better version of yourself. So this exercise here is called the BSS, the Bulgarian split squat. What you wanna do is step out a little further. A good starting point is keep your legs straight to start, then stand up from that seated position with your legs straight and put your back leg on the bench. Make sure that your toes aren't the only thing on the bench. You want the top of your foot on the bench. It'll give you more stability. Once you're in position from here, target the glute a little bit more. You can step out a little further, okay? So your heel will be further away from your hip joint and you'll torso tilt just forward slightly. Feel it more in your glute. If you wanna feel it more in your quad, bring your heel in a little bit and stay more upright, and that will cause more knee flexion, and you might feel it in your quad a little bit more. So that's how you do the Bulgarian split squat. What I want you to do is 16 reps on each leg. 16 reps on one leg, then you would take a minute break. You would take a minute break, then you would go to your left leg and you would do 16 reps. Boom, then you would take a minute break, right? And then you would go and do your right leg and do 16 reps, take a minute break, then do your left. You made it this far, you're almost done the workout. You only have 2 more exercises. You're gonna do goblet squats. So grab a dumbbell, stand straight. You're gonna do goblet squats, staying upright. 3-second pause at the bottom. Coming up, boom. I want you to do 14 reps of that with 3-second pause at the bottom. If you're a female, if you're a lady out there and you want to target your legs a little bit more in this workout, pull back the working sets on the upper body and add more working sets and reps to your lower body. So instead of doing 1 set of goblet squats, do like 3 sets of goblet squats, and maybe 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats. Simply just add more volume, more working sets. I want you to move on to the last exercise. Leg raises. You're gonna do V-ups for the last exercise for your abs. You just simply keep your legs straight, raise your legs up, crunch your torso, hold for 3 seconds, drop your torso, lower your legs. Then you're gonna come back up, boom, hold, drop your torso, drop your legs, and you're gonna repeat that for 14 reps. I had to record this video twice because my mic was turned off the first time, but it's okay. Anyways, thank you for watching. Peace.